What's going on, everybody? Car Guy V8 here with another video, and today I've got some exciting news on my 1978 Camaro. If y'all remember, I got this car for trade a couple months back for a 1996 Camaro Z28 I had, and I just had to have this car because the 70 to 81 Camaros are my favorite years by far, and I've been putting in some work on this. It's basically just got a TBI 350 with an intake and a cam right now and some headers, and I've been working on it some, and I came across a deal. A coworker of mine was selling a truck that he's had sitting for 15 years now, actually. This truck right here is a 1982 GMC S15 long bed. I won't tell y'all the full backstory of it because it is a little personal, but basically the truck set for 15 years with a fresh 383 stroker 700 R4 combo. The truck was about 98% finished. The engine was actually running when it was parked, but due to certain circumstances, it set for 15 years. And he knows I'm into cars and stuff, so he decided, you know what, time to let this thing go. So this right here is a Vortec-headed 383 stroker. I'm in the process at the moment of pulling. I'm unknown cam, unknown if the heads were ported, unknown stall converter. Basically, all I know is it's as of 15 years ago, a fresh 383 and fresh 700 R4. And it's got, let me pull this off real quick. It's got a Holley Street Avenger 670 on it, Edelbrock air gap intake. As you can see, some crazy headers here. HEI distributor back there. The center bolt valve covers, since it's got Vortec heads, I ran the numbers on them. This whole setup was fresh. I guess it would have been about a 2006, 2007, something like that combination. So back then, this would have been a pretty hefty little street truck. Let me set that down. I'll show y'all inside. It's really not a bad truck. He still had to put a shifter in it, an electric fan, and that was just about it. Manual windows. Really, the worst rust I've seen on the truck is about right here, and the battery tray as well. I still haven't, it was sitting in a field, so I haven't exactly crawled up under it. But so far, from what I've seen, it's just that. There is some surface rust, of course. It actually had 4 of these 15 by 10 American Racing style wheels, I believe they were. Pretty sharp looking wheels on the truck. It had them all around, but of course I had to bring some other wheels to put on it since they were out of air, and actually some of them were completely torn up, the tread, from sitting for so long, so they wouldn't even hold air or anything. So body's fairly straight. You can see, as in, there's no big dents anywhere, nothing like that, but it will need to be gone over, sanded, and repainted for the next owner. This is not a truck I'm keeping. I've actually already got it sold to a buddy if everything goes as planned. All I really wanted it for was that 383 stroker, and it also came with some sweet wheels that I might put on my 79 over there, and the 5x5 lug pattern, not the 5x4.75 like these. He had some C10 wheels laying around he gave me, so y'all might see some new wheels on the 79. But pretty much, that's what I've got going on. I'm so excited to put that over here in the second gen. That should bump it from what I estimate with my engine builder. I like to talk to him a lot about different power levels. We were thinking maybe 250, 260 out of this at the crank through a turbo 400, with manual steering, no accessories. I was just running alternator, water pump, and long tube. Well, actually mid-lengths. They're not long tubes, but probably 250, 260 horse. And since that 383 is kind of unknown, I'm going to estimate it around 350. If it's got flat tops, ported heads, and a bigger cam than I'm thinking, it could easily be over 400 horse at the crank. But for now, I'm just going to say it's a 100 horsepower jump from this to that. And I got it for a good deal, so I'm happy with it. And stay tuned because this car is going to be pretty sharp. I don't know if I told y'all yet, but it's got 456s in the rear. It is a track lock rear end since it's got a 9-inch in it. I've tested and it actually does have a track lock in there. It looks like they built the rear end. It's got slapper bars under there. It's got rear subframe connectors. It's even got a brace running down the center from side to side, I guess, to keep the frame from twisting. And it's got a drive shaft loop. This car is going to be pretty quick once I'm finished with it. But guys, that's this video. Don't want to keep y'all any longer, so I hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for this build.